Jessie B Scrapbooking back with another process video, and this one is for Baby's Got Scraps. And I decided to pull in my sketchbook. This is the book that I draw all my sketches in that I think about for scrapbooking sketches. Here is one I was thinking about using. It takes 3 pictures, one a little bit bigger than the others. It has embellishment clusters on it, a title, and then these little squares that I figured would be perfect for scraps. And here are the pictures I'm going to be doing. This is my husband and my son, my nephew, and then my son with my nieces and nephews sitting on the couch. They were over hanging out at the house for a day, so I snapped some pictures of them. And yeah, so I think this is the sketch I'm going to use with these pictures and go through all my scraps. So let's get going. Alright, so I went into my scraps and I found I had these silver pieces with white. One side's all silver, the other side is just white with, it looks like silver dipped in it. And then this other piece that I am squaring up right now, it is white with silver glitter triangles on it. It's super cute. So I'm going to cut a piece of that one. I have the other ones are already cut. Excuse me. And then I grab this one here, which is that embossed flowered silver. So I'm going to put that on here. And, oh, that's the embossed flower. This one here is a silver with glitter flowers, like, on it. And I got all these scraps in a scrap bag for Christmas. And so I figured what better way to use them up than on Baby Got Scraps. I do end up bringing in this gray with the white polka dots on it, just because I wanted a different pattern, and that other dark gray I thought was just a little too dark. So I bring in these, and I decide I needed one more, and so I just found this is like it's almost like a cloth type of paper with velvet little leaves, vines on it. It's super cool. So I grabbed it too, and so I'm only going to put that on one spot. And I end up doing my title in black and white, and it makes it look like it makes more sense having that black and white with all the gray and silver. So I mess around with those for quite a while. You can see I cut it out because I just kept moving them. But finally got to where I liked it. And now I'm going to, I'm playing with my phone, watching YouTube while I'm doing this, sorry. Now I'm going to, I hear all these papers down. And I do want to leave a little bit of white between all the papers and the pictures, kind of like a white matting without actually matting anything, just letting the white shine through. And I do, I think I keep all this in, but there's the back side of that silver paper. And while I am doing this, I just want to remind you, this is a hop. I think it's going for this week and next week. And there's quite a few people playing along. I'll have everyone's channels listed down below. If you go to their channel and there's no video, that's just means they're not doing it this day, because not everybody does it every day. I'm only doing it about twice a week. And so, but it is still a lot of fun. And so just, yeah, check everybody else out that is using up their scraps. There's some people that have been backing cut files. There's people that uses punches on it, on scraps, and lots of different ways to help use up your scraps that you've been collecting all last year in all your different collections. Or, like me, in an actual grab bag of scraps. So I got them all here down now. And now I decided I want to bring some butterflies in. So I bring this, it's kind of a brown and black butterfly in on the top there. And then this bright red and orange butterfly for this spot. But I decided I kind of wanted like a reflection, like the butterfly almost is reflecting on the silver in the background. So I bring in a stamp that was about the same size, and I'm just going to use, this is a permanent waterproof stamp to go over top of that shimmery whatever that paper's made out of. So I stamped it down. It's kind of hard to see, but it gives that really neat effect. And then since I had this stamp out, or this ink pad out, I just used it for adding some more stamping along this one side of the layout, just like I have in my sketch. I had the embellishment cluster going kind of up this side. So I'm just putting some stamping down on it, and I'll put a little stamp up in this top corner here. And then I decide I want to bring in that leafy bit, but I didn't want to just stamp it on white. So I grabbed this kind of a scrap paper. It's gray with like little, I think they're actually snowflakes on it, but you can't really tell that they're snowflakes when I get done. And I cut these out, fussy cut them all out, just the two of them, and then I place them down on the layout. And they're not glued down right now, they're just sitting there until, so I can make sure that's where I want them. And then I grab this heart stamp, and I'm going to do 3 of them, one directly down right there in that cluster, and then the other 2 I will fussy cut out, and it's bringing that same gray into a couple other spots onto the layout here. I thought I was going to put it down there. I decided not to, end up putting it on this white part of this card here, and then the other one is up beside the butterfly. Now I'm getting everything glued down. There's that heart. You can't hardly see it on camera, but in person you can see it just fine. And get I'm using the wet glue here. It's just easier. And now I'm going to come in with my title, and I want my title just to be one word, but I wanted it to be in cursive, so I'm writing out family. And I just write it out in pencil, that way I can, erase my mistakes, and then I'll come back over it, and I have a wet ink pen that writes very, very nicely. So I am just tracing out my letters, and then I'll go back over that on all my downward motions every time I came down on a letter, and I make it bigger. Right there, I'll showing you how that I'm using just any spot I go down, and that's where I'm going to make it the letters a little fatter. And so it's kind of like a cheating way of doing calligraphy, because I can't do calligraphy, but I can draw. So I'm just going to draw in the word family. And then a little trick I like is if there's like a letter with a dot, like a J or an I or whatever, and you're next to another letter that is a tall one, I actually make them touch. That way I don't lose that little dot when I'm cutting out, because I am going to cut this word out, and I didn't want to lose my little dot. so I just kept it attached to the L there. And then I used just some foam. It's a double-sided foam. I cut into strips and placed it on the back of this little piece of cardstock that I used to write family. And that gives me my popped up title. And I think it turned out really cute. And so I get family all adhered down there. And then here's where I come in with the little word stickers. I grabbed my Tim Holtz word phrases, and I end up finding one that says, "This is what family looks like." And I thought that was perfect. So I cut it right after family, and so I was able to stick it in that little cluster there, and I really like that. And then I'm going to come in with my dots and call this layout done. I really do love the way that it turned out, and I just used this puffy paint to make these little dots. I stuck really close to my sketch, and I just love the way that it turned out. So thank you so much for watching. Close-ups are coming, and make sure you go check out everybody else that was playing along with Baby Got Scraps. Bye.